The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. My brother, me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
Oh, me? Huh, thanks for asking. I'm your middlest brother, Travis McElroy.
And I am your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy.
I'm going to be bringing
Ooh,
I'm going to be bringing a different energy to the show today.
okay.
It feels like it's time,
Yeah.
Justin. Me and Travis, our energies have been on a journey, often entwined. It's growing a little stale, your current energy.
But I'll tell you what I am excited about, because I love when they do this in TV shows or movies for that matter. When we don't see the character growth arc happening, it's like, well, I've been watching this character. They've been on every episode for 100 episodes. Where is this coming from?
Where's this? I don't understand this shift, but I'm excited for it because it's way past due, Juice.
Good.
What do you got?
I've been watching a lot of videos by Morgan Eckeroth, who's a coffee genius. And Morgan was talking about some ways to sort of spice things up in your coffee.
In the bedroom?
In your coffee routine.
Oh, okay.
And
Both those are the same thing for me. It's a dangerous game we're playing.
Yeah, sometimes Griffin just dips his dick into that coffee.
I'd pass on all that. But Morgan on one of...
Don't knock it till you've tried it once. If you do it twice, then the ER nurses, they let the police know that the coffee guy is back.
Morgan
again.
talked about how to make a... I don't know if you guys know about this, but a cappuccino.
A monkey?
All right.
No, a cappuccino. It's a
cup of jeans?
Hey, got a cappuccino here.
yeah. So Griffin, you know about it. It's a what you do is you get
That Ryan Atwood is one tall cappuccino.
you spend what you do is you spend $17. Yes, this isn't for everyone. You spend $17 on a milk frother on Amazon, and then you froth up the milk and dump it on the coffee. And this is very big in Italy.
Oh my.
And what they call it is a cappuccino. So the foam, all of it is going to be bringing a different elegance and refinement to my energy for the show because I'm having a cappuccino.
Now, Justin, I will say, even though $17 for a milk
Sorry,
frother.
1 second, Trav.
Okay,
I
great.
got a little
Let
bit
him
of
enjoy
the
it.
foam in my mustache.
He's worked hard.
I just
for
thought
this.
I'd let you try it, and maybe I could talk for a little bit.
No, I just got a little bit of foam in my mustache. I was so
okay.
embarrassed.
Okay. Well, okay. A $17 milk frother seems expensive at first, but then I think about all the money that this would save me. I spend so much money a year buying fancy coffee drinks.
Like what?
I buy, sometimes I have a latte. I've been known to have a maca. I do all of them.
Well,
Americano.
Travis, if you enjoy those, you must try a cappuccino.
I cannot wait, because at this point, I think I probably could have bought several houses for the amount of money that I spend on
You can't get this
fancy
one
coffee drinks.
You can't get this in stores.
Oh, really?
This is one you're making on your own. It's sort of an elegant foam and coffee mixture. Griffin, have you tried a cappuccino?
No, I enjoy my lates with the soy milk.
Now, Justin, have you tried it? It's a version of the cappuccino where it's just like whipped cream or foam, and it's Cup-a-Chino.
Oh,
Have you
but
tried
that sounds divine.
Yes. There's also another version where you kind of blend it with ice, and it's called a Frappuccino.
Oh, that sounds a bit common for my taste. You see, in the video I watched, Morgan marinated cereal in milk, and then Morgan used that milk to make the cappuccino. That's a step in the recipe. Yeah, it's a step in the recipe I forgot, is you have to do that. And then if you're like me, maybe a little bit of Torrini sugar-free salted caramel syrup from a Kroger.
Hey, Justin, can I talk to you for a second about how you said he marinated cereal in milk?
Yes.
Perhaps that was not the verb that you wanted.
No, that's what they did.
But it wasn't to cook the cereal afterwards, Justin. It wasn't to loosen up the protein strands, the tenders and fibers and whatnot inside of there to make it more tender. It was to get it, so wouldn't it be it soaked? Wait, you drained the life from the cereal in milk?
Oh, no.
I have a question.
Yes, Griffin, have you ever tried?
I was wondering if the cups I have now will suffice, or if I need to buy special cups when I start to make my own cappuccino.
Okay, that's
No, I like Griffin's the best.
That's actually a great question about about this beverage.
Say it now.
Cappuccino. I use a traditional cup for this, which is to say a Theodore Lasso mug Taylor got me for Christmas year before last. So that is the traditional cup. I think it's similar to the style of a traditional cup. So that's what I use.
All my cups just look far too large and ugly for this lovely petite little drink with a hat.
You could use one of your like children's cup. I have a Sky from the Paw Patrol mug that I think sounds like the perfect size to me.
That sounds perfect. The thing I realize, this is my understanding of the cappuccino, is
the what?
That you can use any liquid.
What are you talking about now?
The cappuccino.
Thank you.
You can use any liquid you want to in it.
Wait, replacing which liquid?
And all the liquids are replaceable. If you have the milk frother, any liquid will froth perfectly.
Really?
Given enough patience and time. Yes.
Right. So when a drink reaches a certain frothiness index, it has become.
Then it is a cappuccino.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about a state of matter at this point, where there's like liquid, gaseous, cappuccino.
Guys, bad news. I've been savoring this so heartily. I'm starting to get to the bottom of it, and the foam has largely dissipated, and it's just pedestrian coffee in my mug.
Well, don't drink it all the way down. Read the grounds at the bottom to see what the future holds.
Oh, it says make another.
And sometimes sometimes they put a joke in there.
Let me look. Okay. It's in Esperanto, but it says make yourself another delicious cappuccino.
Yeah. I'm actually, it's funny. I'm in the studio today. We haven't been in here in a while because of COVID. But the lawyers are here, and they're just pointing to a big sign that says Bean Juice 2.0 on it with a big no sign across it. And they're pointing at it, and they're shaking their heads.
You guys can't have another fire sale.
Oh, wait, but over there, look, Derek, our in-house barista, is pointing at the sign that says Bean Juice 2.0, yes.
Okay.
And he's really into it because he hasn't had a lot of work to do lately.
I will be, so that is going to be the tenor of the show today. A lot more elegance and a lot more refinement.
Cool. Badass. I like it. Can I be the same?
Yeah, you can be this if you want to be this.
I tried to get in on that bit, you guys, but I was like Jimmy fucking Fallon over here just cracking up. I was like, maybe I'll be a customer at their, but I was too busy busting up at you
now,
two.
let's not stray too far. I would love to. I would love to try.
No,
that
I'm saying
skit.
I can't do that.
Try a skit right now, Griff.
Okay, yeah, I'll be
know
the
that a skit
owner.
is something.
I'll be the owner. No, we got this. We got this.
No, wait, hold on. I have to say, we're recording this in audio only for the first time in quite some time due to technical difficulties. And I'm realizing in this moment, I have come to rely on being able to see my brother's facial expressions or their like, cut it out sign or like the I don't want to do sign.
Or they get up and walk away sign. Yeah. So I'm going to be the owner who sunk my life savings into this. Every penny.
A skit is
every penny that my mama left me. Justin, you're the kind of pretentious barista who knows exactly what they think the customer should order. Now, Griffin, you're just your plain old average customer, and you just want a simple drip coffee and scene.
Okay.
Welcome to Coffee Stop. My name is Jean-Luc. How can I help you today?
Hey, what kind of coffee do you have
Cappuccino
today?
only. Have you had it? You must.
Hey,
No,
hey,
the
Gene,
word
can I talk
sounds
to you
you
over
put-
here?
Yes, boss.
I'm ordering.
Yeah, we don't just have cappuccinos.
I'm ordering. Excuse me, sir. Wait your turn.
Hey, my name's Jeremy Coffee
have to
Stop.
come in on the
I
front
won't
door.
I
When
won't
you
be
get a
talked
drink-
to in this in my own.
When you get a drink here, you go in through the front door. You get in the back of the line. I don't know how
I
you
own
snuck
this
back
coffee.
in the
This is my
backstage.
shop. My name's on the shop.
Excuse me, this is going on TikTok, and you are both the Karens from my perspective. And I'm trying to enjoy a delicious coffee, and I'd like you to keep it down.
Gene, what are you
just
talking
said you don't
about?
have it. You just said you don't have coffee.
What do you mean? I said we have cappuccino.
You said you. Yeah, you guys keep saying these words.
Oh
that
my
are
God,
like
he's got a
sound
gun.
like- They sound like small. This is something. This is for later. This is different than this situation.
Oh, he's waving
just-
$100 bills around, Gene. We should give him whatever he wants.
Okay, so
This is a very.
Yeah.
Oh, this is. I thought we were in a million, like a TikTok about Karens. We're in one of those like rich people versus very rich people TikToks.
Oh, I love that.
Hey, Griffin, can you show us how a very rich person would have dealt with the news that they only had cappuccinos?
Yeah, sure. Try again.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but we only have cappuccino.
Oh, that was a shame. I was hoping that you all had moon water.
Oh my God, Elon Musk?
No, I don't even want to pretend.
Oh, you have to, because the fact that he
No.
only drinks moon water is good.
Yeah, no, it's what us the riches have now. They found some water up there, and they were like, melt that shit down. And then I drink that. I can't start my day without a big cup of moon water.
I hear it keeps you super regular.
No, it's got rocks in it.
This is an advice.
But it's $100 million.
What a sketch. My brother works on commercial ships in the Gulf of Mexico. He'll cook meals for his crew sometimes to help out and have fun. And lately, his crockpot chili creation that he found online has gotten very popular amongst the crew. He let me know about this, and in the same set of messages informed me he's telling the whole crew I made the recipe. The thing is, no, I didn't. My brother and I don't swap recipes. On top of that, I do make a good chili, but it's definitely not what he's been making on the boat with their boat ingredients. Brothers, how do I find a way to actually this situation or accept my newfound fame amongst the ship's crew as a mythical figure of great cooking prowess? That's from cooking in California. And I will say this is a singular dilemma, the likes of which we have not encountered on the program.
I would also say it's also a fairly. How often are you coming in contact with the crew of the boat that your brother works on in the Gulf of Mexico that you're having to keep this lie up to such a strenuous degree that you're not sure if you can live with it or not?
The Gulf of Mexico is not touching California.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wizard.
A lot of people are not super great on geography, so I'm just going to say that one doesn't. That one doesn't.
Little sus.
I say
I followed the clues. They didn't add up.
you take the W. Let them think about this great chili cook that they like, and they like it. If you said your brother claimed you made it and they hated it, then I would think you would have a case. You should contact a lawyer at that point. Better call Saul. I haven't seen it, but I think that's what the show's about. But I think if they like it and your brother gave you credit, you take that credit and you bank it.
Yeah. I also just want to say, what a life. Just on the ocean, day in, day out, cooking chili.
I don't think they
For
do
your
chili
crewmates.
every day, Griffin.
Every day, breakfast, lunch, and fucking dinner. Chili, chili, chili every single time. The crew is so sick. But what a life, just exploring the waves.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the ventilation on a boat is different than I thought it was, judging by this, because I wouldn't think that you would want that kind of, I'm struggling for a word other than fart
transformation.
powder. I mean, fart power is to the max in a boat. It doesn't seem like
Yeah, this one's fart power to the max for sure.
Sure. That's the
fart
name of the
power to
boat.
the max.
You're welcome aboard. No, don't stand over there. Oh. This one's fart power to the max, if you know what I mean. It's not a euphemism, I understand.
You guys say that phrase because I was worried I was the only one that knew about it.
Fart power to the max? No, we learned about that in boating school. Yar.
Well, I mean, Juice, that was the only brand of T-shirts that you would wear throughout most of high school.
I still remember that XXL white T-shirt, just read, "Don't fake the funk" on a nasty dunk, and then on the back, fart power to the max.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had that one that also on the front had Bart Simpson on it, and he was saying fart power to the max, and then on the back was just a big cross.
Yeah. But it was spelled out.
And
It was the words fart pow. That was when it started going down to the max. It was spelled out in letters, which I appreciated, and I'm sure God appreciated.
And then on the back there was the cross, and then it said number 23 on it, and it had the Nike symbol.
Yeah.
That was a good shirt.
Yeah,
Juice.
it was a good shirt. I wish I still had that one. I don't know what happened to all my shirts.
How expensive would it be for us to start making and selling that shirt? I've just
With Bart
described as
Simpson on
merchandise.
it? Because I think
And the
That
Nike
would get pretty
symbol.
expensive pretty quickly, I would say, if we sold one with Bart Simpson on it.
I'm almost positive the cross is fair use. You could do that. I don't think that's trademarked.
The Nike symbol, we could just do it backwards.
Yeah, flip it.
They wouldn't catch it then.
I think if you change Bart's appearance slightly, it's fine if we round off the top of his hair instead of spiky. I think it's cool. Give him glasses, maybe a T-shirt that says "Not Bart," not Bart,
Not Bart.
That's good. We'll workshop it with the lawyers because I have them here today.
Yeah,
Whoa.
It was
Juice?
just a sneeze.
yeah, and you hit the mute button halfway through, which
Well,
made it sound like
it was
you
the
disappeared.
wildest thing I've ever heard. You were just like, yeah, that would be a great T-shirt.
That's the sound Justin makes when he folds in on himself into nothingness.
That was cool. The sound was much faster than I thought.
I didn't have to. I don't have a mute button. I just have my old, potentiometer here that I got to lower by hand.
No, I'm not ragging you, man. I thought it was cool. I think we are not recording with video. I thought you had just stood up and done like a big kick in the air. Like you
Or
just
maybe
kicked the
been
board.
attacked by somebody who, if we had been able to see on video, we could have warned you that they were sneaking up behind you.
Who then very quickly replaced you. For all we know, we are speaking to Justin's assassin right now.
No.
Just
I
you,
can't
huh?
be killed.
The Wizard has some great stuff for us today.
I feel like
Okay.
we didn't help
And
that
we should all say
person
thank you.
at all. I mean,
Yeah,
not
we
even.
did it.
Yeah,
Just take
dang.
the W. Take the W. Let's stick
Take
with
the
that.
win.
Take
You've
the
earned it.
win. Your legend
You've had
continues.
so much shit go wrong lately.
Yeah, you're owed
You
this.
need this.
Yeah.
What a life, though.
What a life.
Siobhan sent this in. Thanks. It is how to write a letter to grandma. Do you want to make your grandma really happy?
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. That's always sort of front of mind for me personally, like top priority every
I mean,
day.
in a perfect world, something would make us both happy at the same time. I mean, if I'm being honest, because there's no such thing as pure altruism. So, like, I would make grandma happy and me happy simultaneously.
They just announced a Matlock reboot with Kathy Bates. That's sure to do the job.
That makes both me and grandma happy.
It makes America
Yeah.
happy. One of the easiest ways to do this is to write her a nice letter to thank her for a gift. Tell her what's happening in your life, or just let her know you're thinking of her.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, that's easy enough.
That's all true.
I could text
One,
I could text
start off
her,
with-
though.
No, letter. Gotta be. Text won't get there, Trav. Start off with an opener. Dear beloved grandmother.
Yo,
etc.
what up?
Nope. The only one that they've listed here, this is the shortest article I've ever seen, gang. Start off with an opener. Dear beloved grandmother, comma, ... etc.
Whoa.
So we'll stick with that
Something like, dear beloved grandmother.
Most cherished grandmother.
Does kind of make it sound like you forgot her name.
It does kind of. It does sound like someone has kidnapped you and is just sort of cold calling the grandma.
Dear fellow grandma.
Indent the paragraph, then write a beginning for the letter. Thanks for action. Or you could start off with, remember when time.
Now, hold on.
Wait, thanks
What?
for action?
Thanks for action? You really did it, Grandma.
Thanks.
I like the way you acted.
What an incredible adventure, Grandma. I can't believe we went inside a movie screen together and stopped the bad guys. Thanks for action, Grandma. That was amazing.
Hey, remember that time when
Whoa.
time?
Remember when time?
And also, so far, with your advice is indent paragraph and then begin writing. Are you sure this isn't just how to write a letter to someone? How to format a letter?
I think it's good practice to write a letter to your beloved, most cherished grandmother, and then you can kind of just change the names around whenever you need to use it to apply to a job.
Yeah. But whatever you do, please don't forget to indent it or it could kill your grandma. The shock of seeing words begin at the margin, boy, it could take her away to the river Styx. And she doesn't have any coins on her eyes, so Chiron's not going to let her over on his raft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Fill the body of the letter with the facts, opinions, and special moments of her.
Whoa. Hey, Grandma, here's some of your opinions. I hated writing these in my own handwriting. Please don't ever let anyone see this.
These are the facts that contradict them when you think about it for even like a second, Grandma. Even for like just a fraction of a second, you could get there yourself, I bet.
I love just filling a letter with the facts and opinions of someone else.
But remember when you won the volleyball tournament? That was a special
Thanks
moment.
for that action.
And then remember what you said to me about that one person who was on the opponent's team after? That was not a special moment. Just to remind you, your opinions could use a revision. Thank you very much, Grandma.
Write your closing paragraphs. Write something like in conclusion or lastly.
Sorry, so
this
sloppy.
hints.
In conclusion, I do need to borrow $50. It's real tough out here.
Yeah. This hints her that your letter is coming to a close. Bring back the reason you wrote the
Don't
letter.
you hate that when you're reading a letter and it just stops and you're like, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Whoa.
I was still
ready.
going
Yeah.
60 miles an hour. Whiplash. Dear Grandma, remember when we watched Whiplash together and laughed and laughed?
Your closing should look something like this. I thank you for the object because it is one of the best things I have ever received. You are the kindest woman in my life. See you soon. Love, name.
Word for word.
Just copy and paste that. It's
Don't
ready to
change
go.
a thing.
This is like the AI writing a letter to your grandma for you. It's real. It couldn't be easier. Now that would be a good use of AI.
Yeah.
That's the
That's the
only
only
use of
one that
AI
I'm
I'm
into.
interested in right now. Yeah. They'll probably plagiarize a bunch of, well-meaning grandma letter authors.
I did not give you permission for my
Didn't
work.
pay any of those kids.
So here's how to ask your granny to come visit. Start with dear beloved granny
Yep.
/ grandmother.
Obviously.
So this one, they do allow you a little bit of freedom if you want to call them granny or grandmother.
Or Mrs. McElroy like we do.
Or Mrs. McElroy, yes. Write about your favorite dishes that she prepares if you like food.
Oh, yes.
You say like, I love your blazing hot wings. And if you could only come make them for my birthday party this Saturday.
My little Daniel
Grandma,
knows.
I love your trash can nachos.
My little Daniel knows me so well. He knows that I know he likes food. What a special letter this
He
is.
really knows the facts and opinions about me.
I love your jalapeno pig poppers, Grandma.
Please give me your episode.
I love your lobster lollipops, my beloved grandma.
The way that you make foie gras out of cotton candy, I love it. Come visit, Grandma, please. Love name.
The Guy Fieri restaurant has an item called Pig Poppers, right?
I don't think it's a functioning
No.
entity anymore. I mean, I think
Fuck yeah, it is. It's right next to Capital One Arena here in DC, baby. We got
And
flavor.
they got them.
Still
They got
rocking.
Flavor Towns in
one of my. I'm
Vegas.
thinking it was New York location that couldn't.
The Times Square one could.
It was
nothing can hang in that
overpopulated, and the
space.
infrastructure of the building fell apart because too many people went there.
Listen, if Mars 2020 can't stay open, whatever year it was, if that can't
Mars
stay open,
2008.
it can't be 2008. That's not right.
That was it. It opened in 2009. It was about the past.
So here's some badass tips here in step 3. Take care with your writing. There are some things to bear in mind when writing the letter, such as don't be too sentimental while writing.
Yeah.
This spoils the natural effect of your message.
Grandmas hate that.
Grandmas do not like that when
Look
you
at
try to
this
say
flowery
nice
shit.
stuff.
Get this off
Yeah.
of my page. I'm busy watching American Ninja Warrior. I can't get distracted by all this poetry.
Don't give bad expressions about anyone whom she loves.
What did you say about Perry Mason, you piece of shit?
Do avoid. Wow, that would be wild if it said don't avoid using slang or curse words. But it does say do
avoid
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking love you, Grandma.
I fucking love you too, Jeremy.
I hate to get sentimental, Grandma, but I fucking love you. And I fucking hate Pence.
Okay, well, I agree
He's
with
a
you.
stinker.
I agree with you on one of those points, and I won't say which. I don't love you.
Whoa!
Just to make
Whoa.
it clear, Jez, you've always been my least
Here in
favorite.
here in our second skit of the episode,
Yeah?
can we take a moment? No.
Oh,
Travis,
sorry.
go.
I was method.
Yeah, but you were like a weird kind of, like a mean kind of.
Listen,
method.
Griffin, it wasn't me at that point. I was channeling the character. Like you had to understand. So, Jared Leto was telling me all about this, and he taught me it's not, yeah,
Jared Leto.
it's not you that like when he left used condoms and old fish on people's doorsteps. It was because the
That wasn't
Joker,
even him
yeah,
doing
the
it,
Joker
wasn't it?
did it. The Joker made him
Joker.
do that. Do you
Yeah.
understand that? And so
Yeah.
I love fictional letter writer Jeremy, but
Yeah.
the grandma that was, let's call it what it is, inhabiting me doesn't.
Yeah, I get it, man.
What were you about to say about skits, Griffin?
They're good
Oh.
and funny, and this show should only be them.
This is kind of a writer's room for a much shorter skit show that normally people watching us every Thursday night at 11:15 on Freevee when our very short sketch show airs.
But that's the thing. If I was sat down in a circle of other writing professionals
Mm-hmm.
and someone came in the room and were like, okay, guys, we need 30 jokes by Saturday. I think that would be easier than to sit in a room with you two and just, I don't know what's going to be expected of me every time we sit down here in the studio together.
I mean, I've been trying to do Salty Grandma for a while now.
Yeah, he's been trying to get he made all the
but
t-shirts.
Salty Grandma was, you must admit, a wafer thin concept of a
You would never
character.
flesh it out. I did have some
true.
character growth ideas about her. It's more about the way other people react to her than what she says, if that makes any sense. She's a chaotic
Yeah.
force that acts upon others. You get it?
I mean, I do now, but that,
Okay.
that stuff's
She's
got to be
also an
diegetic
alien.
or. See, cool. Now I want to
But
know.
I wasn't
But you
going to
can't
say
now.
that until like the fourth
You-
skit.
okay, well, let's walk the skit back a little bit then.
Okay.
to right before
And
the big
so-
alien reveal.
Okay.
Well, no, just you put the alien reveal in there,
Okay, cool.
but diegetic.
Okay,
Diegetic.
say the thing.
This is the second podcast I've been on with you today that I've heard you use the word diegetic.
Well, maybe shit should stop being so fucking diegetic all the time.
Good point. Griffin, say the thing about loving grandma and hating Mike
Okay.
Pence.
I love Grandma, and I hate Mike Pence.
I agree with you on one of those. I don't love you. I'm an alien.
He could have been.
Now, Travis, you're just playing off your Starman soundboard there. That was obviously Jeff Bridges for the hit film Starman in that great scene where he reveals that he's an alien by saying, I'm an alien, and I
paid $50,000 for the rights to use that on this podcast, and you're fucking blowing up my spot so hard.
I don't know that I said the right, Jeff.
It's one of them.
It's okay. It's okay,
Torque
Justin.
Goldblum.
Nobody.
Torrent.
Torque.
He was an alien in a
Torrent.
different movie about how Earth girls are promiscuous.
Okay, I'm pretty torrent now, so let's take a brief break and head on over to the money zone.
It's better with you.
Okay, quick. Guys, we locked Travis in a steamer trunk. We only have a couple minutes to tell you about Bombas. For some reason, he doesn't want you to know about these socks, so we had to lock him in a steamer trunk.
We started to talk about these socks, and he got out a baseball bat. And we were like, dude, chill out.
Chill out. I don't know what his problem is. Maybe he doesn't like socks, underwear, t-shirts that feel cozy like a fireplace, soft like a cloud. I'm wearing Bombas right now. Folks, if you have not treated yourself to the wool merinos, oh boy, I like a nice calf length wool merino.
Yeah.
Oh boy, call me Dan Marino because I'm kicking a touchdown for comfort.
Yeah, I will only call you Dan Marino for the rest of the ad spot. They got all kinds of stuff, and not only can you get really comfy stuff from Bombas, socks, underwear, and t-shirts are the number 1, 2, and 3 most requested items in homeless shelters, and that's why for every comfy item you purchase, Bombas donates another comfy item to someone experiencing homelessness. It's really good stuff. I just bought actually a bunch of Bombas socks because I needed to re-up my supply, and they got fun patterns.
Oh boy,
fun colors, comfy feelings, lengths to your specifications.
Whatever you need, Bombas has got you. As long as what you need is underwear and the aforementioned item, t-shirts, the whole thing. Go to bombas.com/mybrother and use code mybrother for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/mybrother and use code mybrother at checkout.
Now guys, please. Oh, that's
true. We really got to speed this up, Griffin.
Did you drill holes in the trunk like I asked?
No. Oh my God. How quickly can we tell people about Squarespace?
I know you put some sticks and leaves in there to recreate his natural environment.
Yeah, I have some gravel, some colorful gravel
some
dirt,
dirt,
pineapple from SpongeBob that he can mess with,
some aphids.
Yeah, he's got everything he needs, and everything you need in a website design platform. That's Squarespace.
Yeah,
we love this service. We've been using it for many years. I have built websites. I have edited websites, and it honestly, even for someone who's not traditionally brilliant like myself, can figure it out. It's not hard. You're dragging and dropping these cool looking elements that are all already designed by people who know what they're doing. So it's just, you put the things in there and it looks great because people design them to look great. People who know what they are doing. And you can do whatever with these websites. It's not just a vanity project about how big your muscles are. You can sell stuff.
Yeah. You can make pro level videos, I heard, with the
Whoa.
Squarespace
Really?
Video Studio app. Yeah, it helps you make and share engaging videos to tell your story, grow your audience, and drive sales, even if you're a fucking Mondo dumbass like Justin.
Wow, this took a weird turn. But Squarespace is ready for weird turns. No matter how many weird turns you want to put in your website, they got you. You could do blogging there. You can share your stories, your videos, share your life with a Squarespace website. Head to squarespace.com/mybrother for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MYBROTHER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Oh, Russ, hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I found you in line.
These clouds are really freaking me out.
I hate having to stand in line, and boy, what a line.
These giraffes do not smell good.
No, they do not, and they have such short necks.
But I'm hearing we need to get on this
We
ark.
gotta get on the ark. It
Yeah.
is about to rain. God is about to destroy humanity. Hey, sorry. Are you Noah?
Yeah, I know we look like humans, but we're actually we're
totally.
podcasters.
We are podcasters, so it's different.
Have you heard of Oh No, Ross and Carrie?
We investigate spirituality, claims of the paranormal, stuff like that.
And you have a boat and say the world's going to end, so seemed like something for us to check out.
We would love to be on the boat.
We came 2 by 2.
What do you think?
Oh No, Ross and Carrie, available on MaximumFun.org.
Oh my gosh, hi. I'm Dave Holmes, host of the pop culture trivia podcast, Troubled Waters. On Troubled Waters, we play games like motivational speeches. And it goes a little like this. Riley, give us an improvised motivational speech on why people should listen and subscribe to Troubled Waters.
I look around this ad and I see a lot of potential to listen to comedians such as Jackie Johnson and Josh Gondelman, and they need you to get out there and listen to them attempt to figure out sound rebus clues or determine if something is a Game of Thrones character or a city in Wales.
I have chills. I'm going to give you 15 points. All that and so much more on Troubled Waters. Find it on MaximumFun.org or wherever you choose to listen to podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, I dumped it.
I want a munch.
Squad.
I want to munch.
Squad. It's becoming very progressive, very fusion.
The voice,
I
though,
like
was
it.
very much like a Nickelodeon 90s animation thing.
It's experimental. It's underground.
Welcome to Munch Squad. It's a podcast within a podcast that profiles the latest and greatest in brand eating. I have 2 stories for you today. The first, we've never really had a sort of like protagonist in Munch Squad. You know what I mean? I think that the closest we've gotten to a main character is like Carl Laredo from Wendy's.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who loves crunchy fries more than his family.
Yeah, Carl Laredo. And we don't mean that, Carl. I don't know if you're a listener.
Well, we don't know it. That's what Justin means. We have our suspicions.
I come to you today. My heart, my hand is to say that I have another story about Young Gravy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when your name's Young Gravy,
So
there's a lot of merchandising opportunities there for
Young
you.
Gravy, you'll remember, I think in KFC Canada was tasking us with honoring our gravings. And that was a big campaign that they did featuring Young Gravy. And now today, at sort of alongside that one, MILF, MILF now stands for Moms I'd Like to Feed.
Oh, boy.
Thanks to Young Gravy and Jimmy John's Red Velvet Cookies.
Oh, no.
Yes. Jimmy John's, it's true, Travis, is tempting chocolate lovers this Valentine's Day with the release of a sweet new dessert, the Red Velvet Cookie, available for a limited time.
Hey, Justin, and I know we'll get to it. Why bring MILF into this?
Oh, good question, Trav. To honor the release of this sensational new treat, Jimmy John's partnered with, and I hope this is someday on my business card, multi-platinum rapper, TikTok superstar, and notorious fan of older women, Young Gravy.
Oh, boy.
To redefine...
I've forgotten the business that this is not even... So far, this doesn't sound like it has anything to do with a business. This is just somebody wanted to pilot a show about Young Gravy romancing older women.
In exchange for cookies?
They're there to redefine the term MILF.
Well, yeah, because they're leaving out, like, the M, which is mom. Can't just say older woman. That's a cougar. You're talking about a MILF, which could be a younger mom, is any mom that has a child that you find yourself attracted to.
Why are you talking so much about Young Gravy right now? I'm just trying to talk about honoring.
No, I'm mad at Jimmy John's. I don't
there's a lot of reasons to be mad at Jimmy John's. We're not going to deal with any of those. What we are going to say is this quote from Young Gravy, who said, "I've been counting down the days until the release of the Red Velvet Cookie."
Oh, Lord.
In a hilarious, and that is the entirety of his quote.
Fuck yes.
He's okay. He just released a new video in honor of the event. The hilarious, over-the-top, dramatic reality show style video. Young Gravy is tasked with awarding a red velvet cookie to his favorite MILF, and it says here the winner may surprise you.
Oh,
so that's sort of a sneak preview. I watched this video and it doesn't say which MILF gets the red velvet cookie.
How surprising.
Yeah, it's really kind of surprising. So they don't say it, and it's not in the video. So I was surprised that they didn't include that.
Wait, you were so entranced by the game mechanics of MILF and Cookies that you were upset?
MILF and
Cookies
is that the
right
name
there.
of it?
No, wouldn't that be so? Yes, it's called MILF and Cookies. MILF and Cookies is the name of this one, and maybe that's the. I mean, there has to be some reason for this. Maybe that's as good as we're going to get. Darren Dugan, the CMO at Jimmy John's, says, we have the opportunity to increase our menu offerings through innovative menu items that we know will delight our guests, partnering with a true brand fan like Young Gravy to bring this delicious red velvet.
I don't know anything about this gentleman except for the fact that he fucking does love brands, though.
He is handling his career in very much the same way that we would give it a similar trajectory, I think.
I'm just going to throw it out there. At this point, I could not name a Young Gravy creation, but I can name 2 brand-related campaigns he's been in. As far as I know, he's famous for loving partnering with brands.
What about Oops? Oops, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That was big on TikTok for a while, if I remember correctly. Anyway, listen, hey, partnering with a true brand fan like Young Gravy to bring this delicious red velvet cookie to the masses in time for Valentine's Day, and that is how they see you. Make no mistake, friends.
The masses.
It just felt like the right thing to do. So,
morally?
Yeah, forget the box. We have a great moral compass here at Jimmy John's. The owner of Jimmy John's hunts elephants. He sucks. Anyway, that's the end of this story. But I'm gonna real quick. I gotta take you over to KFC Canada, where we are partnering with Raptor star Gary Trent Jr. to launch a Buckets Are Life, a campaign that taps into Canada's love of basketball.
Have they already retired Young Gravy's?
Yeah, we've moved on from honoring our Gravings. Now we're here. Well, they heard that he was in bed with Jimmy John's, and they're like, out. For decades, Canadians have gathered around KFC's iconic bucket to share a meal. Now KFC is rallying Canadians around the world, their shared passion for buckets through basketball in a definitively Canadian way with the KF Court. If you can imagine this. KFC.
No, I don't understand any of the concepts you just said.
It's the world's first winterized basketball court.
That can't be possible.
That's not true.
Winter is usually considered off-season for outdoor courts, but KFC believes that nothing should stand in the way of Canadians and their love of buckets.
Wow.
Hey, this is a nice one here. This has been my family for 3 generations. Choice bucket.
Okay. So they made one basketball court in Canada that doesn't freeze?
Here's what it actually says. KFC created the KF Court, a winter-friendly basketball court located under one of Canada's busiest highways, the Gardiner Expressway at the Bitway. That's what it says. It says that this is a basketball court they built under a very busy highway.
But
to attract Canadians from around the world.
Okay, hold on, wait. If that is the logic for what it means to winterize a basketball court, mankind discovered how to winterize a basketball court when it discovered how to winterize any object.
You know
we
how
just build a building around it.
Right now it snows. Now what if, hear me, we came up with some kind of, I'm going to call them barriers, and they go around it, and on top of it,
an upwall?
An upwall?
What are you fucking talking about? You can't have upwalls.
Oh, can't I? Just watch.
That I just can't.
Ow, it's not working.
Oh, it fell out. Yeah, of course it fell. It's an up wall, dipshit.
Oh, my legs.
What's keeping
lift
it
up
up
the down
there?
wall.
Think for a second. Guys, everybody listening to this podcast right now, look up at your ceiling. What's keeping it up there? Because if you can't answer that question, you need to be outside
Griffin, the
with
only
the
thing that's
rest
been
of
keeping
us.
it up there was us all believing it should be up there. Be careful.
I don't know.
Play a dangerous game.
Sometimes, yeah.
So, boss, where you want to build the court? Under the busiest fucking highway you can find, man. Just find one that cars are cranking over all day long. But it's not just going to be that.
We need some new big commercial idea to boost our chicken selling business. Who's got one? We could build a basketball court under a super busy highway.
I love it. You're promoted.
What?
Can we get Young Gravy to... What, he's
Nope.
busy?
He's-
Fuck.
Damn it. Reimagining KFC's iconic chicken bucket as a playable NBA regulation size bucket.
What?
And then it says here RSB. Okay. Canadians can come for a game of pickup or pick up some fresh skills from local hoopers.
Get out.
Hey, listen, if you want me to teach you the ropes of the court, there's only one place that I like to hoop. It's under a really busy highway at the court, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Also, I love the idea of I'm out eating a bucket of fried chicken on a picnic with my family, and someone comes and just fucking slams a basketball down into it like, oh, I'm so sorry. I've been doing this visualization of that it's a basketball hoop, and it.
I think
I'm so sorry.
I do want to say I think you guys might be having trouble imagining it. So
Please, yeah.
I'm slacking you a link real quick. Again, we're not doing video, but I wanted you to have an image you could refer to. It's really, if you can imagine a
Lord.
basketball court underneath the highway. And the buckets of KFC
completely dismantleable. Let's talk about this. Is not a permanent basketball court they've established here. This is a basketball court that looks like it would take about 10 minutes to break down into pieces.
Travis, did you think that KFC was like, in 15 years, would be like, well, on one part of the budget that's really tough for us is maintaining our basketball court underneath the highway.
No, Justin, but I didn't think they'd make a press release about this flimsy-looking piece of shit. Like, cool, man.
They'll make a press release about Pepsi flavored like Peeps that they're making 8 cans of.
True.
They don't
That is
care.
true.
Canadians' love finger-licking good buckets is only matched by their love of buckets on the basketball court, says Azim Akhtar through what I'm assuming was a great deal of strain, the director of marketing for KFC Canada. That's why we wanted to bring these two worlds together like only KFC can and create an epic winterized court that feeds Canadians' growing passion for basketball.
And you know what? Ask any local hooper, and they'll tell you, nothing makes you better at basketball than greasy hands.
True.
Concerned about the cold? Don't be chicken. The custom court has...
Hey, come on, coward. Come on, yeah. What? You afraid you're going to freeze your butt off? Come on.
Come on.
Little cold never killed nobody.
The custom court has everything you need to ball your fucking brains out. It's got pre-warmed basketballs upon arrival.
What? Excuse me.
Pre-warmed...
What?
Pass me the rock. Oh, ow, fuck.
Pre-warmed basketballs upon arrival. I would say pre-warming them after my arrival would be a hell of a thing.
You want to play? Give me 10 minutes.
They got rotating DJs on select Friday and Saturdays, courtesy of Live
Pre-warmed
Nation.
DJs.
Pre-warmed rotating rotisserie DJ.
I know I would be so put out if it was the same DJ every weekend at the KFC basketball court under a highway.
Let's also just take a moment to think about the DJ who shows up for his shift, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's no one here. Do I 8 hours? Just wait. Be ready. Okay.
Keep playing no matter what. There's a Pepsi-sponsored warming center with heaters and refreshments in case you're thinking they weren't going to get their nuts into this one. They have to bust. They see something like this, they gotta get it on.
They have to start.
All the Young Brands family all collaborating. You love to see it.
Hey, Justin, can you describe the baskets themselves?
They're buckets of fried chicken. I said that. It's their bucket. Their standard regulation size buckets are RBSs, but they're They're buckets like KFC.
How far down the line do you think that this promotional brainstorming went before an employee of the Yum brand said, don't they mostly call them baskets? Like, I know people have said bucket, like it's buckets, but primarily they say baskets, right?
In Canada, it's different.
You don't know. It's like how they say loonies and hoopers.
Yep.
You know?
There's also KFC samples on select days, which I would love to know the math on that. Like, will we feed the trolls under the bridge today? No, I think not.
Have they scored enough Hooper points? How many Hooper points have they collected? 20? Not enough.
Beware, they count the Hooper points 2 or 3 at a time.
To keep you crispy as a hot bucket of delicious fried chicken.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, that's horrifying. Guests can also gear up in custom limited edition number 11 puffer jerseys, honoring the favorite herbs and spices in the Colonel's
to
recipe.
Keep?
Yep, you can gear up and probably by gear up, they probably mean purchase for a great deal of money, I would imagine. KFC is donating court time to local basketball community groups to run their programs and offering a $5 bookable time slot with funds going to Jump Through Hoops. And it's got the address here, but I feel like it's under a highway, you know? You just kind of
drive for a while.
Highway don't got no address.
Hard to miss,
Yeah.
I would say.
Mile marker 14.
Now, I will
Come on
also
down.
say that the ground underneath this basketball court that I'm looking at does look extra crispy. So I enjoyed that immensely. It looks like they have fried the ground. Thank you.
I think it's just dirt. And
What?
That's just dirt,
That's
though,
just
my
dirt,
friend.
my friend. That's how Canadian dirt looks. Beautiful, pristine, well manicured.
Delicious.
Now with all the chemicals, like our dirt.
How about another question?
I would love that.
I am a concept artist working in video games, and I'm designing my first villain character. The character is a nasty tech mogul who's supposed to appear charming, but he has nefarious intentions. I made it most of the way through the design, and my team's really happy with it. The problem is, the more I work on it, the more it looks like my dad. My dad is a lovely pool barrier inspector and has no evil corporation aspirations. Should I redesign my nasty man? And that's from Concerned in Carnegie.
Are you sure he doesn't have nefarious business intentions? You don't know.
You don't
He
know.
could be trying to establish a pool barrier inspection monopoly right under your nose. Have you asked him?
I will admit to being a little excited for the first half of this question because I thought they were going to ask for like badass,
like cool
villain
ways
design,
to make your
because
evil
I was
bad.
like, if there was like
You could give him like
green like spikes filled with like poison coming out. of them.
You could give him kind of puffy white hair and like a white beard and then like kind of roundish glasses and like a little bit of like an Ohio, West Virginia accent. And he wears like a Marshall University ring.
Yeah.
And sometimes he wears like a puffy vest over like a button-up shirt.
What
His
if he
name
looked
is
like
Clint.
old me?
Yeah, he looks like old Justin, or also old me, or strangely not old Griffin.
No.
Like
Or
imagine
like-
me and Justin, but just
Or like-
used up.
Or like a snake tongue.
Yeah, you could have both of those things.
Yeah, you could have both of those things.
What if he was wearing a turbo vest
Okay.
that had orange goo pumping into it, and you see that, and you're like, I don't know what that's doing, but it's probably making him strong.
Do you think you accidentally draw your dad because you've drawn your dad too many times or not enough times?
Oh, you got a lot of
Wow.
pent-up dad drawings in there.
Oh, it's like, no, it's not that so much as you just like, you don't realize you're drawing your dad until it's too late. If you drew your dad a lot, right, the warning signs would be there like, oh, this is going to be my dad, I think. I've done that. I've started to do that with my own humor in my daily life.
Yeah.
I think that maybe you should evaluate your art for traces of your dad.
When you were doing your life drawing practices, was it always your dad? Did your dad always model for you? Because then you might have just learned like, whoa, basic human face looks like, kind of dad-shaped. And your body is kind of dad-shaped.
It's kind of dad. It's kind of all your butts look like your dad's butts.
Yeah, thank you.
Or maybe it's just the books you grew up on that taught you to read was like how to draw anime characters that look like your dad.
Yeah.
How to draw sports cars that look like your dad.
I would also say, even if your dad is the purest of heart, that doesn't mean that he hasn't styled himself in a villainous way. I mean, your dad might enjoy like a super pointy goatee and maybe some like over embellished eyebrows, and maybe he does wear like spiky leather clothes and stuff. He could be a very sweet pool barrier inspector.
Yeah,
but
hold that fucking water. Don't you dare drip.
Don't give up on me now, barrier.
I was thinking of what a villainous pool barrier inspector could even possibly do, and I think the most obvious answer is they find a hole leaking water in the pool barrier and just don't say anything about it.
Is that which is worse, that or they make their own hole?
Oh, definitely the latter one, with their big spikes filled with like the orange turbo goo that makes them strong.
If a pool barrier inspector rolled up to my house wearing cleats that pumped out orange mysterious goo, I would be like, this guy seems up to no good.
Yeah, and then you're like, what does that goo do for him? Why is it coming? Is it supposed to be coming out?
Is it from him? Is this a release
system?
system?
From him? Is he using it or is he producing it?
Is it both?
Is it both?
Also, why is he looking at me? Oh, he can hear me. Why am I saying this out loud?
Doesn't this also kind of depend on what the game is?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like a Ninja Turtles thing, your dad's going to stick out like a sore thumb. I don't know your dad, but like I imagine.
Once again, you're making assumptions that he doesn't have like a big metal sharp hat on, and he's not wearing a big old cape with like big metal spikes on his hands. But
if your dad,
the pool barrier looks fine.
If your dad looks too much like Shredder, then
is that who I was describing?
Yeah, if your dad is like looks exactly like Shredder, they're going to get mad at you. Like you have to be more creative. We already have somebody who looks exactly like this. It's like, well,
hey, Shredder's taken, man.
Listen, do you want a picture of my dad or not?
What a fucking life to have to go through it looking like Shredder,
chilling on a boat every day, week in, week out.
When the turtles were like huge, then fucking people would just see you on the street like, ugh, Shredder.
People shutting the door in your face like, I think I'll inspect my pool's barrier myself, thanks.
I'll catch the next elevator. I'm not riding in one with Shredder.
Imagine if your dad was also super into cosplay, but not as Shredder. But it was like, then you would roll up to it and they'd be like, I don't get it. Deadpool? Shredder? Shredpool? And I'd be like, no, it's just Deadpool.
Just normal Deadpool. I just happen to look like Shredder.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's Freddy Shredder. It's a combination of the two. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We hope you've enjoyed yourself. We're really close to the 11th hour graphic novel coming out. So close, in fact, that I have my own copy of it. It's coming out February 21st. And when I looked at it, I wept because it's such a beautiful book. And yes,
that's so funny because when I looked at it, I wept because I had nothing left to conquer.
What? Except for the ones after it.
Except for what? Some more books.
This comes out February 21st, and we got a live virtual event that day at 8 p.m. Eastern to celebrate the release. We got live readings, special guests, and more, plus event-exclusive signed copies available from Brookline Booksmith and Left Bank Books. So go to bit.ly/TazGNLive 2023 for more info and to purchase the event-exclusive signed book.
Also, we got some brand new merch because it's a new month. We got a 20 Sun and Sea sticker designed by Lucas Hespenhide, who is at Moosely Based on Instagram. We've got That Space Baby sticker designed by Cedric Wolf. We've got some steeplechase postcards for Used to Bend, Gutter City, and Passions Cove, which are so glorious, designed by Kate May. And the 2022 Candle Nights video on demand. You can pay what you want. All proceeds go to Harmony House. 10% of all merch proceeds this month will go to the Foundation for Black Women's Wellness, which works to energize, mobilize, and support Black women to transform their health and their lives through education, advocacy, support, and powerful partnerships. All of that at McElroymerch.com. Go check it out.
I also want to say, mentioning steeplechase postcards, you should go listen to Steeplechase if you're not already.
Yeah.
We just finished a heist, and it's a really fun time. And also thanks to Montaigne for the use of our theme song, "My Life Is Better With You." It's probably the world's best song, and it's really good that we get to use it as often as we do.
Agreed. And thank you for listening.
Yeah.
We don't say it enough. Thank you.
That's going to do it for us. Bye.
So, bye.
Bye.
See you next week. I'm going to start sweeping up.
My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been My Brother, Me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
Chilling. I feel a chill.
Chill. We have to fix this. This can't go on.
It's better with you. My life, it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned. Audience supported.